Hello everyone, and my name is Nicholl McGuire. I am the author of When Mothers Cry. This is my book, and notice I do have one eye with a tear coming out. So this isn't about some symbolism dealing with some type of elite organization, not at all. This particular eye is one that's crying, one that's in pain, and one that is starting to see that all that glitters is not gold. When mothers cry, we have all been told as mothers that it's going to be okay, it's going to be all right, you're just going through the motions, especially when we're upset with our children, upset with a man, upset with our finances, upset with people at work. Oh, it's going to be all right, it's going to be all right. But then the truth of the matter is that we find out that no, it's not going to be all right. We find out that something happens that's even worse than what we already assumed was going to happen or already experienced. And then it's like when you're at that place where somebody told you, oh, it's going to be all right, and then you're only seeing things getting worse and worse. It's real hard to keep the faith, as they say. But then there's always somebody there or a situation or something within you that says, I've got to snap out of this. I've got to get my head on straight. That inner strength, some would call it the power of God. Others would call it something else. Whatever you choose to call it, that's up to you. This video is not about spirituality in that sense. If you want to talk about spirituality or listen to that, then I do have videos and I do have a blog that get into spiritual types of issues. But today I'm speaking from just good old fashioned common sense things that people have gone through as moms, as well as those individuals who have had to help out a mom. There is so much to motherhood that I can't even get into in this video. But what I can tell you is when I put this book together, I was thinking about those sisters out there who could not handle motherhood, the ones that actually tried to commit suicide, those that successfully committed suicide, those that hurt their children, those that killed their children, those women who society would say, oh, let's take her and let's burn her at the stake. How dare she do that to her child? How dare she, try to kill herself and cause all these problems for her family? This book is a dedication to those individuals, a dedication to the women who tried to hold up a good front, but they just couldn't. And you can't write a book like this and not have your own personal trials and struggles and things of that sort. And that's what I did. Postpartum was not a happy time for me. Postpartum, I was crying, I was upset, and I was even thinking crazy thoughts. I was thinking about, why am I even a mother? Why this is too much? I wish somebody would just come and take these kids. I mean, those type of feelings are when you are at the very bottom of motherhood, where you don't even want to be a mother anymore. I personally had to leave my household for some time and really get my head on straight as far as what I wanted to do with my role. Did I want to be a mom, or did I want in a household, or did I want to be a mom from a distance? I mean, I couldn't take my title away because I brought the children into the world, through my body, and God used me to do that. But I had to figure out exactly what I wanted to do. And so at the time that I'm recording this video, I'm at a place right now where I know that being with my children is where I need to be. And yes, it's okay to take a vacation. It's okay to take a sabbatical or what have you away from your children, or hang out with the girls for some time. But there comes a time where you have to make up in your mind, do you want to go back? Do you want to do all that you have been called to do? this book has a number of chapters in it, 34 to be exact, and a conclusion. And the thing about this book that I want people to get from it is that there is hope, there is faith, there is light at the end of the tunnel. All you have to do is just be willing to receive it. If you're the kind of person that's like, oh, well, that's all in good, but, or, yeah, that sounds nice, but, then you're not ready to receive it. You're not ready to receive the faith, the hope, the light at the end of the tunnel. And so you can keep on getting on the phone talking to your girlfriends about how your kids make you angry, how they make you sick, how you wish you never had kids, and blah, 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 blah. But you'll never see the light at the end of the tunnel. And eventually that child is going to grow up and they're going to become an angry child. And there is a book in my head that I'm thinking about doing that gets into that, where moms and daughters are concerned. I personally believe that there are a lot of daughters that are coming up that are not going to be good wives because there was a mother who resented them from the start, who hated them, who was angry at that daughter. And she didn't even get a good chance to do anything in the world because the mother was already condemning. So when you have this going on in our society, this anger, this bitterness, this frustration, because mama didn't treat you right, because daddy didn't want you, because you weren't a boy. When you have this going on inside of you, it's real hard to be that mother, that great mom, that, you know, number one mom. It's hard to do that because you got to get rid of all the ugliness on the inside. And you've got to dig deep and figure out, why am I so angry at this child that hasn't done anything to me except live, exist? See?